Assalamu alaikum, this is SaqibSaab, and these are my Ramadan Chronicles for 2011, Day 7. For Day 7, I wanted to talk about my health. Alhamdulillah, I am all healed up. I was sick last week when Ramadan kind of started. It was a little bit tough to fast, but I got through it. And then my wife got sick. My son got a little bit sick. We thought he got sick, but alhamdulillah, he just kind of soldiered through whatever he had, and he didn't really get all that affected. So we've been kind of at home, not feeling the best, and not really going out anywhere, and just doing our thing. Alhamdulillah, I'm cured, but I didn't do the thing where I just fasted and I didn't take any medicine. From the moment I got sick, my mother told me, she basically prescribed onto me some medication. She's not a doctor, she's not a pharmacist, she works in nuclear medicine. For some reason, my family and my extended family always has medicine laying around for various reasons, right? My uncle's a pharmacist, my uncle's a doctor, so on and so forth. So she had some Zithromax, some antibiotics, and she told me to jump on Zithromax the moment I had my infection. I think I had a bacterial infection of some sort. So I jumped on it. It's a 5-day course, and alhamdulillah, I was cured of my sore throat. And although there was some phlegm to kind of get out of my system, and I had a couple days of recovery after that, now I can breathe a lot better. I can hear better. I'm not coughing up, nasty stuff, and I'm good to go. The reason I wanted to mention all this, what happened to me, is number one, kind of to reach out to those of you who've been sick for the first few days of Ramadan and say, hey, you know what, I feel your pain and I know what you're going through. So props to you for fasting and getting through this month even while you're sick. But secondly, I noticed something interesting as to what exactly happened to me and the whole ayah in the Quran in Surah Baqarah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات. Allah Ta'ala says, O you who believe, or basically, hey believers, prescribed unto you is fasting, just like it was prescribed unto the people before you, so that you can gain consciousness of God, just for a few days. Now it's interesting. My mom, she prescribed unto me a cure for my disease, which is my sore throat. The cure was Zithromax, a 5-day pill course of antibiotics. I found some very interesting similarities between what happened to me and the whole prescription of fasting during the month of Ramadan. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He prescribes unto us, just like my mom prescribed unto me, He prescribes us fasting. And it's supposed to be the cure. Just like Zithromax is a cure unto me, it cures a certain disease. What's the disease? The sore throat that I had? Rather, in this case, it's the disease that's in our hearts, the sinning that we do to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, my mom prescribed that unto me. Allah prescribed fasting unto us. Other similarities that are there. This pill I was taking was a 5-day course and required consistency. Just like that, we have to fast every single day in Ramadan. Not, once a week or every other day. It's 30 days straight. So we have to show some drive and determination. Like that, if I didn't take, 1 day of Zithromax, I couldn't make it up by doing 2 the next day. You can't fast twice in a day unless your name is Ali Fayaz or Fawzan Husseini, but that's a different story. You can't fast more than once a day. You can't make it up. You have to make sure you're fasting every day throughout the month, 30 days in a row. Unless you have to make it up later, but that's a different story. Right? But I had to show the determination in my pills. The same goes for fasting. Also, the pill course is only 5 days. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes Ramadan as ayyama ma'dudat, just a few days. You're only taking the cure for only a month, but then you have 11 whole months of living your life, inshallah, healed and cured of a disease that's in your heart. Another similarity I found are the side effects, right? When I took my pills, granted there were some side effects, I didn't notice any this time, alhamdulillah, but I think with antibiotics, there's certain side effects in terms of your diet, maybe in terms of your other system that happens after you eat, right? You notice a certain change in your body. When you fast, there are physical side effects. You get hungry. it's hard for you to get energy, especially during these long hours. So there's some similarities there as well. And then the last similarity I noticed, or that we'll mention today, is that just like with any medicine, it doesn't come down to the medicine or the chemicals or the pharmaceutical company behind it. It comes down to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first, and then the medicine that's there to cure you. Just like that with fasting. We all have diseases in our hearts, but it's up to Allah Azza wa Jal first to give us the tawfiq of that cure, and then the cure will kick in of fasting. If we want our diseases to be cured within our hearts, we have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure us, to accept our fast, and then inshallah we'll have that disease removed and taken away from our hearts. So that's something that happened to me, that I saw similarity between the Quran and my life, specifically to these ayat of Quran, or rather the ayat of fasting. And really it's just an amazing reflection as to the words that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses. He says kutiba alaykum siyam, literally writing, but it's always translated as prescribing. So that one word brought so many reflections for me in my life, and inshallah for you guys as well. Let me know if any of you have been sick, or in the past you've been sick, and how that's affected your fast. If those of you who are sick can tell us what's been going on, what's been working for you. Are you able to fast? Are you not able to fast? Is it easy? Is it more difficult? For some reason I found fasting while I was somewhat sick actually made my sickness easier for me. Let me know if that's the case for you. If not, that's okay too. Inshallah, I'll talk to you guys later. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.